Hi, my name is Kevin and I'm with Termax Pest Control. I'm here to walk you through the process of what it takes to actually do the work of a blog editor. We'll be training you on exactly what you'll do in this position. The purpose of our blog is for search engine optimization. This is a fancy term that basically means that if any one of our potential customers goes to Google and types in pest control, that we're going to come up as high on the list as possible. The number one way to do this is to make sure that we are constantly adding more blog content every day. The process by which we do this is we start with a person in the company, probably myself or someone else here, creating a rough draft. This is done using a phone or tablet, employing the talk-to-text function. This means that as we talk about a certain subject, a word processor will write the words out as we speak. Once this rough draft is done, it will go on to a blog editor who will edit it and make it appropriate to be posted on our website and then post it there. Every post has some basic criteria. First of all, they must be at least 485 words, have no more than 150 words per paragraph, have no more than 300 words between each heading, has the search term found once in the title, once in the first sentence, and twice every 200 words. And lastly, the blog post must make sense and be in general about the subject matter. Now, as you do this, you'll follow a checklist that will make sure that all of these criteria are met by the time you've finished editing your post. The only thing that you'll need to actually do this is to have a Gmail account. From here, we can give you access to everything else you need. And those two things will be access to the company Google Drive account that will have the files that you need, such as the rough drafts, the folders where you'll be putting everything, and then Google Docs is the predominant software that you'll use to actually do the editing in it. And lastly, we'll give you access to our website in order that you'll be able to post these blog posts. So now that we have a basic overview, let's take a look at how we actually do this and go through the process of posting a blog. Okay, to start the process, you need to be logged into your Gmail account. As you can see, I'm already logged into my Gmail account. So from here, I'm going to open a second tab and type in drive.google.com as seen up here. This is going to take me to my Google Drive account that I have access to. So let's go to our shared drives in marketing, and you'll find a file known as checklist links. Let's open that file. You'll actually find two different links, but the one we're interested in is blog upload checklist. So we're going to click on that. This is the blog upload checklist that we'll be using. So we want to use template in the top right-hand corner here. And this has gotten us into our blog upload checklist. Okay, now that we have the checklist open, let's take a quick look at how the checklist is set up and the things that we have access to here to help us. So first of all, you'll find up here a couple links that will help you if you're ever in a jam. The blog upload ops is a list of directions that explain exactly how to do everything we find in the checklist. The checklist is really designed to give you just enough information to remind you of the things that you need to do. So as you go through, we've done this part, we check it off, we check this off, and you can continue through as you go. But these short sentences don't give you all the information you need if you don't know how to do it to begin with. And that's why you can come over here and click on the blog upload ops, and it gives you a step-by-step process of exactly how to do everything that we're going to do today. The video example is actually a link to the video you're watching right now. You'll find chapters at the bottom of this video, and if you ever run into an issue that you'd like to see an example of how we accomplish any of the things in this checklist, you can always go to this video example and start there. And then lastly, at the bottom of every one of our checklists, you'll find a list of our Google keywords and our Google subjects. These are going to be important for how you accomplish what we're going to do today. But if you need to know what they are, they're always listed in the table at the bottom of your checklist. Okay, so let's start on the blog post here. First thing we want to do is where it says name, we want to put our name in. Then we'll start with the very first bullet point here. Open the to be posted folder. The easiest way to do this is to simply click on this and use the link. So we've opened the folder, so we can click on that because we have the folder now over here opened up. Now open document, and find the Google keywords and subject. Now it's here, these are all blog drafts, the rough drafts we'll be editing. And you can pick from this. We're going to start just here with the top one. As you can see, this one is already completed. And it said to open the document and find the Google keywords and subject. And the easiest way to do this, remember, we have our table here to show us what the keywords are and what the subjects are. But here in the name, it will give you both. So ant colonies means the subject is on ants. And Tulsa Exterminator means the Google keyword is Tulsa Exterminator. So we have both of those now. So we can click this. Now, move the original checklist to the date folder inside the subject folder, and it's going to be found here at Marketing, Blog Posts, Complete, and then under the subject and date. So, let's go back to our original checklist, which is this one here. In this little file folder here, you can click to move. We're going to go to Marketing, which was shared drives. There's our marketing folder. Again, Blog Posts. Complete, and the subject was ants, and now we have to put in the date, which we're in right now I'm in 2024, in the last week of January, so January week 5. So we'll move it here. So we can click this off. Now it says copy the blog document from the original checklist to the bottom of this checklist. So if we go to the bottom here, this down here, this is actually the rough draft that was written for us to edit. So we're going to copy the whole thing all the way down to the bottom here. We're going to copy it. Leaving this part, we don't want to touch any of this because this is someone else's work. And we really want to leave all this intact in this file. So we're going to go back to our original checklist. It said to copy the blog from the original checklist and put it on the bottom of this checklist. So we're going to go down here and paste. Paste. There we go. Now we have this one, and we are ready to edit the document. Okay, now that we have all of our files in the right place, it's time to start with editing the document. Now I've gone down here, I've actually went ahead and edited everything in this document with the exception of one line. And I did that just for the sake of time. Of course, you would go through and make sure everything makes sense. But if you read down here, after exterminating ants, this heading, you'll see, why is playing porch roll outside in the yard and in the forest when they wake their way into your home? This would be a big problem. None of that makes sense. In fact, it's so confusing, I'm not even sure what I was trying to say when I said it. This is one of the problems with using Siri to dictate as you speak. Sometimes it just comes up with very weird things. So in this situation, I'm not going to really sweat it. At the end of the day, most people are never going to actually read these blog posts, but Google will. So we want to make sure that they make sense. They're about the subject, in this case, ants. And even if I write something that maybe is outside of what I was originally trying to say, it doesn't matter. It just needs to make sense. So let's try to make this make sense. Let's say for So, ants are fighting for survival in the yard and in the forest, but if they make their way into your home, this would be a big problem. This makes a lot more sense. Actually, let's make that round. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes they'll help you out a little bit there. All right, so we've got the document edited. Now, we want to make sure that the document ends with the following paragraph. And this paragraph here is what we want to end it with. The easiest way to do this is to simply double click and get the whole thing and copy it. Go down here and paste it at the bottom. You want to make sure there isn't a more than just enter here. You don't want to enter twice. You don't want a second line between anything in here. Now, all these red words need to be replaced. So if you're having trouble with subject, which the subject of this article is ants, remember? So we want to write ants or any other pest, then it's time to call a Google keyword. The Google keyword we're using is Tulsa Exterminator. So let's make that Tulsa Exterminator. That can help you. Here at Termax Pest Control, we are the best in the business when it comes to dealing with, and we want to make this again the subject, ants or any other pests. We service the greater Tulsa area, including all these small cities, and so much more. Call today for a free estimate. We're here to help. Okay, so now we've added this. We've got everything we need here. So let's go back up and check off our spot here. And now we've edited the document. Okay, now that we've finished editing the document, it's time to make sure that the document fits all of the criteria that we need it to fit to be appropriate for our blog post. So the first thing we want to do is turn on word count and make sure the document is 485 words or more, or you could use 875 total. Okay, so here's how this works. You're going to go to Tools, Word Count. And this will give you the word count of everything, but we're going to click this little button here, Display Word Count while typing. And what this does is it puts the words here. Now this word count here is going to give you either everything that's in the document, top to bottom, which is 958 words, or if you highlight an area, it'll tell you how many words in that highlighted area. So we need to make sure, first of all, 485 words for the document or 875 total. So 875 we can go by right off the bat because 958 is more than 875. So everything, including the checklist and all that, is more than that. That means the document is the right size. But just for the sake of showing that it works both ways, we can also check the document itself. So let's check, we'll highlight all this. 577, which is more than 485, so we are fine. We have just enough, that's plenty of words and it's no problem. So we can click this. Now, we want to make sure that every paragraph is less than 150 words. So we'll highlight this paragraph, which I'm double or triple clicking to make that highlighted. 132, that's less than 150. We'll double click this one. 207, that's too big. So let's find a good spot. Let's go here and just push enter. Now I have two paragraphs. So this one is 96 and this one is 111. So I know that didn't look very great, but all I did is push enter to make so that this is a new paragraph now. So split that big paragraph into two. All right, let's go down here. This is 152 words, so it's 2 words too long. So we're gonna have to split this one as well. So I'll do it right here actually. I'll push enter. So now I split this one into two. This one is 106 words. This paragraph is 46, which we're fine. And then this is the paragraph we added at the end. It's 79 words. So everything now is less than 150 words. Now, the sections between headings need to be less than 300 words. So here's a heading, and here's a heading, okay? Almost every one of these is going to have two headings. So the section before this heading is 132 words. So that one's fine. So let's try the section between the two headings, which I'll highlight all of it. 207, that's less than 300 words. Totally fine. Exterminating ants, we'll do one after this. 231 words, less than 300 words, it's totally fine. Now, if I did find a situation where I had more than 300 words, I just have to add another heading between a couple of these paragraphs to split it up and make it less than 300. So we're good on this. Now, make sure there's no lines after each paragraph or heading. So, for instance, if I push enter here, now we have a line between this first paragraph and the heading. We don't want that. We want to make sure that there are no lines between each. Now, down here, you see there's a little bit of a space. It's not because there's an actual, it's just the spacing. So I just went ahead and took it out and put it in, but that was not like this. It was actually just like this. Totally fine. Okay, so no lines. We want Google keywords in up to 75% of headings. So in almost every case, when you have two headings, we're going to have it. We want to make sure there's a Google keyword in one of the headings. Here's the first heading, Ant Cast and Tulsa Exterminator. So there is our keyword. And then here's the second one, which does not have one. So since 1 out of 2, that's 50%. We've gotten as close to 75% as we can without going over, and that's what we want. So if you have two headings, just make sure one of them has a Google keyword. Now make all headings into heading 3. So go back here, and I'll highlight this heading, and then I'm going to go over to this styles, normal text, and we're going to make that into heading 3. So we'll apply heading 3 to that, and now we have it. Again, the spacing, don't worry about it. That's totally fine. Down here, exterminating ants, this is another heading. So we'll do the same thing. Go to our styles, pick heading 3, and we're going to apply heading 3. There we go. So we've made all those heading 3. So now we want one keyword in the title, which the title of this is Ant Colonies in Tulsa Exterminator. No problem. Tulsa Exterminator is the keyword. One keyword in the first sentence. Contacting your Tulsa Exterminator right there. So we've got it in the first sentence. 2 keywords every 200 words. So that's 132 words, which there's 1, there's 2. So we've already got 2. And we've already got another one here. So let's just go down. That's 212. And there's 1 here and 1 here. There's 212 between the 2. So there is actually too many words. We need to put it up in here somewhere else. Complain. So I'll say, contact your Tulsa Exterminator for help. Now we have a second one. So 213 words. Well, if we go from here to here, 107. Here to here, 115. Here to here, where are we going to find our next one? Tulsa Exterminator, 155. And then from here to here is the next one. Well, even if we go to the end, 82 words. We know that there's 2 Google keywords every 200 words. So this one we won't worry about. I need to take that one out, to be honest with you anyways. If you do 2 Google keywords for every 200 words, you will definitely have 5 keywords in every 10 paragraphs, and there's not even 10 paragraphs in a 500 word essay. Now, 2 links to Termax, and we want to anchor it to the subject. So we're going to click on this, and I'm going to use this copy button, copy the link, and then we'll go down here and find the word ant somewhere. Ants right here. I'll highlight it, insert link, paste the link, and apply. So that one's now linked to termax.net. Find another one down here. So we have 2. There it is. Ant, insert link, again, paste the link, and apply. There we have it. So now we have 2 termax.net links. Now, links to 2 outside .edu or .gov pages. Anchor to the appropriate phrases. Now I'm going to explain how to find a .edu or a .gov page. If you ever have questions, you can always go to the ops. It also will help. But I'm going to go to google.com. And here's what I'm going to do. I want to find them based on ants. So I'm going to type ants, and then I'm going to put site:/.edu. Now this site:/.edu will make it so that Google will find all the websites about ants that the site ends in the letters .edu. As you can see here, this first one, extension.umn.edu. And you'll find all of these end in .edu, which is what we want. So we'll take this very first one here and click on it. And we'll copy the link. And then go back And now we've got to find a spot in here, and you just got to pick a good subject matter. So use social insects is a great place. We'll put that link there. Again, highlighting and then hitting insert link, pasting the link here and apply. And then I'm going to go back and I'll find a second link, which we'll use this one here, and management guidance. And we'll copy the link, go back to our checklist, find another one, producing all the eggs. That looks pretty like something I could use. So I'll highlight it, insert link, paste the link, and apply. So now we have two links to .edu and .gov pages. So you can also use site:.gov if you want to use that as well. And lastly, we're going to go with one link to our video tutorials with the words "check out our reviews." Now you can write out this and use this link here, or it's listed here and you can just copy this and it will do everything you need to do, and just paste it somewhere. So I'm going to put it right here at the end of this paragraph. Again, I don't want a space between paragraphs, so I'll delete that. There we go. Check out our reviews. And that makes everything in our blog post meet the criteria that we need to post it. Okay, now it's time to post our blog post that we've edited and made fit the criteria necessary to our website. So the first thing we want to do is log into our termax.net website. And we can use this link here, termax.net/admin. You can type that into your browser, or again, you can simply click on the link and it will take you here. We want to now log in. Put in your password and name, and it'll take you to this screen. So let's go back. So we logged in. Now add new post. So we go to our dashboard. And the way you do this is you go to the side here and pick posts, and you'll see a drop-down menu that says add new post. Okay, so now we're at the add new post page. Copy and paste the title and article. So we know that the title is here. This is our title we're going to use. This is actually from the original, but we'll take it from here. And we'll put it in this add title area and just paste it. And then down here, we need to go back to our blog post upload checklist and take our edited blog post, copy the whole thing, go back to our website and paste it here. And it is pasted in its place. And we'll go back up and we've copied and pasted the title and the article. Now we're going to enter the Google keyword into focus key phrase. So Google keyword is Tulsa Exterminator. Let's go back to our website, go down and find focus key phrase. And we'll type in Tulsa Exterminator. It'll correct the spelling for me. Wonderful. Okay, so we've done that. Enter the meta description with one subject and two Google keywords. So let's go find the meta description. Now, I'm going to write a couple sentences that include the subject and the Google keyword 2 times. So remember, ants are the subject and Tulsa Exterminator is the Google keyword. So now you notice that this bar is filling with orange. We're going to keep typing until it fills completely with green. Now if you put too many words, it'll turn orange again, or maybe even red, I don't remember. But you want it to be green, just like this one up here is. See, it turned green. Now, again, if I keep typing, it turns red. So we'll just get rid of that, get it back to green. There we go. Now back to our checklist, enter meta description. We did that. One subject, 2 Google keywords. Pick featured image from the media library. Okay, so if we go back over here, over on this right-hand side, featured image, we're going to set our featured image. Now we're not going to upload a file. We're actually going to use our media library. It has a lot of different pictures of all sorts of different stuff here. And in the top area, we just got to find one of an ant. And there, it looks like that looks kind of like an ant. I'll click on it, and you see that it says ant head. Also says a number of ants are in here a number of different times. You'll also see the keyword broken arrow exterminator. Of course, it's a different keyword. It's fine. It doesn't matter as long as this is an ant and has something to do with ants. So we're going to set that as our featured image. Now we're going to click all 4 Google keywords in tags, choose from the most used tags. So back to our website, we'll go up and find tags and choose from the most used tags. We'll click on that, and we're going to click our 4 keywords: Tulsa Pest Control, Tulsa Exterminator, Broken Arrow Pest Control, Broken Arrow Exterminator. So Broken Arrow Exterminator, Broken Arrow Pest Control, Tulsa Exterminator, Tulsa Pest Control. And now we have all 4 of them listed here. You'll also notice that they are the biggest because we pick them all the time. That's what we always do. So check subject in categories. So the subject matter, again, is ants. So we'll go up to our categories. You can scroll down, look through it, but ants is right here on the top. We're going to click on that. Confirm SEO and publish. Okay, so up here you see there's SEO says good, readability says good. Sometimes readability will not be good. It's fine. Don't worry about readability. All we need is to make sure SEO is good and there's a green Y next to it. If it's not good, you can scan down to here to the SEO, and I don't even remember where it's at. Oh, and SEO analysis, yeah. It will actually tell you the different parts that are wrong. Now this is saying all these things are good, these are okay, and the red stuff is not so good. And you can click on things, it'll take you to your blog post where you could fix them and that sort of thing. So since that's good, we're going to go ahead and publish, which that's this button here. Push publish. We don't need that. So we just published the article. Confirm SEO and publish. Now, that publishes everything to our website. Okay, lastly, we just have some housekeeping things to do at the end here. So first of all, this bullet point says to copy the entire checklist and paste at the end of the original checklist. So we're going to copy the whole thing, top to bottom here. We're going to copy it. Okay, and then we're going to go back to this original checklist. We'll go all the way to the bottom of it. Remember, we don't want to alter anything else, what anyone else did. And then we're going to put a couple spaces here. Just hit or enter twice. So there's a space between their work and our work. And then I will paste what we've done here. That puts everything we've done, including our checklist here. Okay, so we've actually done this now. We'll go back over here. All right. Now, delete blog upload checklist from my drive. So we're done with this document here. So I'm actually going to shut this, close this, and go to my drive. Okay, if I go to my drive, here's the blog uploads checklist that we were working in. I'm going to go ahead and delete it, move it to the trash. Because everything now is found at the end of this. So we deleted the blog uploads checklist from my drive. Now, if you give this enough time, see it says saving, and now it's saved to drive. So it's saved to drive. We can click on that, let it save one more time, close it, and we're done. Okay, and that completes our training session on blog editing and posting to our website. Hopefully you found this interesting and helpful, and if you have any questions, of course, you can email me at the email below, admin@termax.net. I'd be happy to help you. So thanks so much for watching.